G'day guys, today I'm going to be talking about protein absorption. So we've all heard the theory that you can only absorb 25 or 30 grams of protein in one sitting. So this is definitely not the case. So what we call muscle protein synthesis peaks after roughly 20 to 30 grams of protein. So this is where this theory has come from. However, this does not mean that this is all that we can absorb and utilize. So this also definitely does not mean that a higher daily protein consumption is not beneficial. So as we know, intakes of around 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilo of body weight is ideal for most people trying to optimize their muscle protein. So consumption of what we call slower acting proteins, so this is when consumed in combination with other macronutrients, this will actually delay the absorption of the protein and enhance the utilization of our amino acids for muscle protein synthesis. So we've all heard of leucine, which is the main one. So WPI, or whey protein isolate, for example, is a fast-acting protein. Cooked eggs or cooked meats are a slower-acting protein. So if we are to have a protein shake by itself, so 30 grams of protein, we will absorb this quite quickly and we may not utilize as much of it towards our muscle protein synthesis. Whereas if we were to consume a larger portion of cooked meat or eggs with a form of carbohydrates and also fats and micronutrients, this will be absorbed much slower and we may end up using more of that towards our muscle protein synthesis. So based on the current evidence to actually maximize that muscle protein synthesis, we should consume protein in a target of 0.4 to 0.55 grams per kilo of body weight per meal across a minimum of 4 meals in order to achieve that target that I mentioned earlier. So for example, a 60 kilo individual would be consuming 33 grams of protein per meal in order to achieve 132 grams of protein per day. This would be that upper limit of 2.2 grams of protein per day per kilo of body weight. Or a 90 kilo person would be looking at 49.5 grams of protein per meal in order to achieve the 198 grams of protein per day as that upper limit target as well. So the most comprehensive analysis in this area has been done by a study by Morton in 2015, and he concluded that 0.4 grams per kilo per meal is enough to optimally stimulate that muscle protein synthesis, but our total protein intake across the day is the best indicator. So the take home here is that we want to consume sufficient protein across the day throughout our balanced meals in order to maximize our muscle growth and repair or our muscle protein synthesis. So if you have any questions about this, please get in touch.